Welcome back to the third episode of the BoomStick Podcast. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Aaron.
And today we're going to be talking about the hottest thing out right now. There's been many rumors leading up to the NBA trade deadline, which just ended at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So as you guys may know, the Blake Griffin trade happened a couple weeks ago, and I think that the winner of that has to be the Pistons.
Well, before we say the winner, let's say who got traded for him.
Alright, so Blake Griffin went to the Pistons for Avery Bradley, Tobias Harris, Boban
Marjanovic,
first round pick and second round pick.
All right, here I'm gonna say the Clippers probably won that trade. They got star players such as Avery Bradley. I would say he's really underrated player in the NBA. His defense is superb, and Tobias Harris has been a great player all year. And they gave up first round picks and a second round pick for just Blake Griffin. I don't know, the guy's injury prone.
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Pistons have been 5-0 since Blake Griffin has gotten there.
Yeah, I know, but 5-0, what happens when the guy gets injured?
I guess he gets injured. That's what happens with everything in sports. Things change. Gordon Hayward got hurt in the beginning of the year. Things change for the Celtics. It's all about injuries and all about staying healthy.
Yeah, and Blake Griffin, he is a 5-time All-Star. So that could be included in the current success of the Pistons right now. But I don't know. I still think they gave up too much for this guy. But you never know down the road. Pistons could be a contender one day, but I don't know.
All right, so another trade that happened in the league that's pretty big is Elfrid Payton to the Phoenix Suns. Elfrid Payton went to the Phoenix Suns, and the Suns received a second-round pick.
I'm going to say, I don't know. I think Elfrid Payton has just been a disappointment ever since he's been in the league. The guy, he was a top 10 draft pick. Come on. And he's getting traded for a second-round pick now. Oh, that has to tell you that he's just been a disappointment.
I mean, second round pick though, he did really well on the Magic for a little while.
For a little while, but do you think? I don't know. I still think if this guy's been drafted in the top 10, he should live up to his potential.
I mean, at least more than a second round pick.
Yeah,
a little bit more than that.
I think that's kind of embarrassing for this guy.
Elfrid Payton's better.
He's better than a second round pick, but I don't know here. What gets me is his top 10. Like I don't know.
Time will tell. So another trade that has happened recently. It's a big three-way trade, and it's the Knicks received Emmanuel Mudiay, the Nuggets received Devin Harris, and the Dallas Mavericks received Doug McDermott. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I guess the Knicks needed a player. It's not like I wouldn't say he's not a star, but I would say that they needed somebody to step up. So they got. He was a top draft pick, so I mean that's good for the Knicks. Doug McDermott, he's been all right. He hasn't been great ever since his days out of Creighton, and Devin Harris, I don't know. It's just like a filler.
Yeah, that's one of the weaker trades throughout what's happened today. One of the bigger trades throughout the day has been Dwayne Wade. Back to the Miami Heat.
Welcome home, D. Wade. I don't know. I still don't think, even with them making this trade for you can obviously take over for Waiters, I still don't see them being like excellent here.
I don't see the Heat doing too well. And I don't see Wade continuing on with his NBA career after this season. But I think he's just gonna.
I think the Heat did kind of get a steal here because they only gave up a second round pick for him.
Yeah, second round pick. It's not much. You're not guaranteed a lot out of the second round, so Dwayne Wade's still a solid player.
But you never know. There's been some good players out of the second round. Not forget about Isaiah Thomas.
Well, speaking of Isaiah Thomas, him, Channing Frye, and a 28 first-round pick was traded to the Lakers for Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr.
For the Cavs here, I can see what they're doing. They're just trying to get younger. They're trying to gain defense, and they're trying to be a top contender back in the East. And I mean, they're preparing for if LeBron will to leave, and I think they're doing a pretty good job with that.
Well, I feel that is one of the dumbest things that the Cavs have done in their organization. Isaiah Thomas is a solid player. Channing Frye may not be a solid player, but 2018 first-round pick.
But IT doesn't have the defense.
But a first-round pick on top of that.
IT doesn't have the defense.
All right,
they're trying to gain defense here.
Take IT out of the equation. Channing Frye in 2018 first-round pick. Would you have traded that first-round pick?
First-round picks are big, but don't forget they still have the Nets pick. That's crucial.
Yeah, but you could have had 2 first-round picks.
Doesn't matter. They have the Nets pick.
But on top of that,
that's good. But you're guaranteed a high draft pick.
Isaiah Thomas had so much potential.
Yeah, but if you're the Cavs, are you signing Isaiah Thomas to this max deal?
No.
Exactly. So they need to get rid of them. It didn't matter if that guy was landed by the Hornets or anywhere else. They were getting rid of Isaiah Thomas. I don't think he's gonna fit in at the Lakers at all.
As a player's perspective, I see what the Cavs are doing, but I don't know. It's just this doesn't feel right for me.
I don't know. It's kind of stupid to sell your team mid-season like that, but I can see what they're doing here, and they're looking forward to the future. And just in case LeBron he leaves,
you never know. But
I don't know. But do you think Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance will be good additions to the Cavs?
Before this, I really forgot about Jordan Clarkson. Didn't even think he was in the league still. I heard a little bit about Larry Nance, him being in the dunk contest, but other than that, they're all right. They're not blockbuster.
They're not your like everyday like star players, but
they'll come after the bench.
Yeah, and plus they get to learn under players such as LeBron, and Kevin Love. So you never know. They said they're trying to get Kendrick Perkins for a veteran presence in the locker room. So these younger players are going to have something to look forward to.
Well, on the topic of the Cavs, they also traded Jay Crowder and Derrick Rose to Utah in a 3-team trade where the Cavs received George Hill, Rodney Hood, and the Utah Jazz sent Joe Johnson to the Kings.
See, this one, George Hill's a solid player. Ever since his day with the Pacers, he can shoot and he can play defense.
For sure.
So I think he's not the guy they really wanted. They wanted Kemba, but they didn't get him. But I think he will serve his duty there. And with Rodney Hood, he's a solid player.
All right, so how do you feel about Jay Crowder and Derrick Rose being traded to the Utah?
Well, I think ever since Jay Crowder got traded from the Celtics, his career is just going down right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to be an exceptional player at Utah.
Yeah, I don't see how Utah won this trade at all. Derrick Rose, they're saying that he might not even be on the Jazz. They said they might waive his contract
tonight. They might waive him tonight.
Which is crazy because Derrick Rose is such a talented player. He knows what he's doing. He's been in the league for so many years.
Injuries. That's the big part. He's injury prone now.
Well, still, he still has that experience.
He has experience, but if you keep getting injured, do you want a player like that on your team?
I mean, it's a player. It's like you traded away 2 good players, such as Rodney Hood and George Hill, but like, still, to waive him after giving so much away, it just seems like it's dumb for them.
I don't know. I think Derrick Rose is going to win this here because they're saying after he gets waived, the Timberwolves are going to heavily pursue him. So if he goes to a playoff contention team like the Timberwolves, they could do some damage there.
I agree with you because, honestly, Utah, I don't see him fit there. They have Ricky Rubio, a bunch of other young studs. I don't see Derrick Rose fitting in.
Yeah. Good luck, Jay Crowder, with your career. I hope you do something there, but I don't see you doing anything. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately.
And then How about this guy to the Kings, Joe Johnson? I can't believe this guy's still in the league.
Joe Johnson is so old.
36 years old. I'm not going to say age plays a major role here in sports, as we know. There's been some stud players like Jeter playing, so he's pretty old. We got Brady out here.
Vince Carter.
Yeah, ages you can't.
But Joe Johnson is no Vince Carter. Joe Johnson is subpar at best.
Yeah.
And it is rumored that the Celtics, Rockets, and Warriors are going to pursue his contract, which I think is a big mistake on their parts.
They just want that veteran presence.
But I don't care about the veteran presence. Like, they all need star players, and that would just be a waste of cap space on them.
Well, I feel you there. I don't know. But him to the Kings, I definitely say Kings don't get nothing out of that.
Kings...
I'm sorry, Kings. You're still one of the worst teams in the league.
You will be for... There. Yep, they're going to be there for a while. I don't see them coming out of that.
But overall, do the Cavs win any of these trades?
No. The Cavs did not win at all. They gave away too much to get so little.
Does any of the other teams they traded with win any of these trades?
Miami. They're a little bit better. They gave away a second-round pick. There's nothing really much you can go from there.
You can't really say. But I think that's just Wade saying, I want to end my career here.
Yeah. They get a little bit from the Lakers, but other than that, it's not too great.
Let's talk about the Lakers, actually, while we're on it. Starting five, what do you think?
Isaiah Thomas at the point. I think Lonzo at the 2. Lakers haven't really been too much, like, they haven't shown too much, so I don't see any change other than that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think definitely after this year, IT is gone.
IT's definitely gone.
There's no way the Lakers are going to sign him to their max contract when they're pursuing other star players. But I'm sorry, IT. I love how you play the game. Your heart. You've done so much just for the league in general. Like, sorry, but I don't know where you go next.
I feel bad for that man too. He's had to move twice in the past year.
Yeah, his kid. He's trying to find the perfect school for his son, and it's tough. That's the game of basketball, though. Kevin Durant said it himself today.
Fortunately, it's a business like that. It sucks, but it happens. It's how the game rolls.
You have to deal with it. Just got to keep it rolling. But good luck with you out there, IT. I'll say that. And good luck to all these new additions to all their new teams.
On top of the many trades in the league, I feel like there's been this kind of like Grim Reaper standing over the NBA, taking ankles out so many times.
So many, I don't know. It's like somebody's like oiling up the floors before the court, before the game. I don't know. Too many injuries happening right now.
Here's some big names for you: Kevin Love, DeMarcus Cousins, Isaiah Cannon, John Wall, Kristaps Porzingis. Most of them are even out for the year.
Can we talk about how they're all stars?
I feel bad for Team LeBron. 4 players: DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, Kristaps Porzingis, and Kevin Love, all taken out of the All-Star game.
It's terrible. There's top-notch players in the NBA today, and to watch them all go down in the same season, halfway through, it's just terrible.
It's really unfortunate for them. I haven't been injured really too much in my life, but I can feel it.
I've been injured plenty of times in my life, as you all might know, and I feel it. You just gotta keep fighting hard, push through it, and then you'll make a comeback. Trust me, you will be back, and you will make your voice known in the game.
So, speaking of the All-Star game, there have been many replacements for each of the players that have been injured. So, DeMarcus Cousins has been replaced by Paul George.
Let's say DeMarcus Cousins had a torn Achilles, by the way, and
left Achilles.
And it's terrible because if you watch this play, it was 10 seconds left in the game. He's going for his own rebound. It's terrible.
It's heartbreaking sometimes. And same thing happens with Kristaps Porzingis. May not be the torn Achilles, but he tore his ACL. It's really hard to come back from that.
It's terrible to come back from any any knee injury can be like career ending.
Yep, Deshaun Watson, we never know what's going to happen with him when he comes back. So
You never know. It's terrible. It's really bad.
Well, getting back to the topic of the All-Star game, DeMarcus Cousins is being replaced by Paul George, John Wall is being replaced by Andre Drummond, and Kevin Love is being replaced by Goran Dragic. And as of right now, there have been no replacements for Kristaps Porzingis. So who do you think should replace him?
Wow. Lou Williams, definitely a snub from the All-Star game.
100%.
He is an excellent player off the bench, like terrific scorer. Blake Griffin's been playing well, but I'm gonna have to go with my guy Kemba. This guy, I think he was snubbed too.
100%.
He's definitely playing like an all-star right now.
I have to agree, but another player that's a pretty big snub, Ben Simmons, has had a breakout year.
Yeah, he's
even though
definitely had a breakout year.
It's been a little iffy with the fans saying that he should or should not be Rookie of the Year.
What do you think about that? Give me your thoughts on that.
He shouldn't be the Rookie of the Year. 100% should not be the Rookie of the
Why?
Year. He's not a rookie anymore. He's like a second-year rookie, which is not even a thing. He's been practicing with the 76ers for a year.
I know, but it's like the same thing that happens like kind of with baseball. Let's say Aaron Judge played 2 seasons ago, late August, right? And then he comes back the next season, and he's Rookie of the Year.
This is a different sport, though.
But it happens.
It happens, but it's a different sport. Just because if it does happen, doesn't mean I don't think it's not right. I think it...
So who do you think should be Rookie of the Year as of right now?
100%, I think Jason Tatum. He's made a big difference on the Celtics. He's been training with Kyrie. You can see it.
His handle's nasty.
His handles is
his shot has gotten better ever since the draft.
So much better. He's such an amazing player now, and has changed the Celtics.
Tell me about the Celtics right now. What do you think?
Top
team?
Signing 100%. They're gonna win the East. They signed Greg Monroe today. He is officially active. He's going to be playing with against the Wizards tonight.
Can he fulfill this big man desire down low that the Celtics been waiting for a long time?
Celtics have had so much trouble with rebounding throughout the year. They need a big man. They need to rebound.
Is he going to fulfill the duties?
I think so. Al Horford can't do it all himself, so I think that he's going to be a great addition to the Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics are looking nice right now, guys. But do you think Celtics can beat the Warriors or Rockets?
Absolutely not. Warriors and Rockets, unfortunately, they're super teams. And to beat super teams, you have to have super teams. And I don't see the Celtics having a super team right now.
I can agree with that. But what happens if they were to land like somebody like Tyreek Evans? Do you think that change your mind?
100%. I think they would be contending, but I still don't think they're going to win. Warriors are too dominant. Even the Rockets are too dominant.
I don't know. We gave the Warriors a fight, and we were winning for a portion of that game. The second half, it just blew it all.
But that's the thing. That's a different mentality that the people have. Playoff Brady is different from regular season Brady, so it's just the mindset that you go through. So I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see there. All right, guys. I'm going to introduce a new thing for the BoomStick Podcast. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask Aaron 10 quick questions off the dome, and he has to answer them off the dome. I don't want long responses. I want quick responses, Aaron.
All right.
And we're going to call this Booming Questions. All right, Aaron. For the first question, LeBron's game winner against Timberwolves, does it turn the season around?
After all of the trades that happened, no.
You don't think so?
I still think they're going to have trouble. Even though they have a lot of talent now, I still don't see it. There's so many new players on that team. The chemistry is going to be off. I don't think it.
All right. Isaiah Thomas's future. How is he going to fit in with the Lakers?
He's not going to fit in at all. He's going to stick out like a sore thumb. He's not going to be able to shoot. In Cleveland, he's had shooting problems. It's just I don't think he's going to be great.
All right. Does Avery Bradley fit in with his new team?
Well, throughout the years, I've seen that the Clippers have been mainly a defensive team. And Avery Bradley is such a great defensive player. I feel like he's going to fit in great there.
Do you think he gets flipped sometime in the offseason?
100%. Just recently, a rumor was that he was going to be traded to the Spurs for a first-round pick and another player. So, I feel like the Clippers don't have too much to hold on to. So,
all right. In the offseason, do the Lakers land Paul George and LeBron? They saved $44 million this year when they shipped off Clarkson and Nance. And they also said they're going to ship off Julius Randle here. So, what do you think? They can save up to $56 million in cap space.
I don't think they're going to land both. I feel like they're going to land one or the other. And most likely, I feel like they're going to land Paul George. And that leaves incentive for Isaiah Thomas to come back, which I don't see happening, but it's the chance. And LeBron, even though he switched from the Heat to the Cavs, I don't see him leaving Cleveland anymore.
All right. Who's the front runners in the East now? Do the Cavs still have a shot in the finals?
No, Celtics is still number one. Rockets, they give up a fight, but when it comes to playoffs, they choke.
LeBron's All-Star team done?
I feel like
they were thought to be the powerhouse team here.
I feel like it's a game now. It's been told that the game is now more competitive because the payment is much higher. So it's going to be fun to watch.
Who wins?
That's a great question. I feel like when it comes down to it, I feel like Team LeBron's still going to win. It's just going to be a lot closer game now.
Blake Griffin fitting in just fine?
Perfectly. I guess you can say he's fitting in like a well-oiled engine. But yeah, they've been 5-0 since he started there. So he's been doing amazing for that team. I don't see them slowing down now.
Sorry, Jesus, for this one. Can things get any worse for the Knicks?
Yeah, more injuries. Kristaps, amazing player, probably the best player they've had on their team. It's just, they're having it rough. They received a couple picks in the draft, but nothing too great.
They're a new leader in New York. Can Emmanuel Mudiay lead the team?
No, he can't. I don't see him doing anything there. He hasn't been big. He hasn't stepped up in the Denver. I don't see anything happening.
Do the Nets trade for a first-round pick during the draft?
I feel that if none of the injuries happens for the Nets, I feel like they would have been great. So I think they're just going to sit on the team that they have and draft whatever they draft.
All right. Final question.
All right.
Do Spurs or Timberwolves have a shot of making it to the finals?
Absolutely not. Spurs, if they have Kawhi, they have a chance, but Kawhi can't do it all.
Can they compete with the Rockets and the Warriors?
Rockets are just too overpowering. James Harden, Chris Paul, Trevor Ariza, they're just like they're a powerhouse. And I don't see the Spurs competing with that. Or the Warriors. The Warriors, they have Kevin Durant, they have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, maybe his last year in Golden State. So I feel like they're just going to play their hearts out.
All right. That was the first rendition of Booming Questions with Aaron. All right, guys. Thank you for viewing in on episode 3 of the BoomStick Podcast. And for all of our boomers out there, keep it booming.